Well, it's a frosty morning, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a nice day. Sun is coming up and skies are going to be blue, we hope. Well, there's your horses.
They're up. They're out. They're cold. They don't get a blanket.
That must be really cold. Huh?
Oh, no. Hi, babies. Stay warm.
He looked over at you.
Yeah, he knows our car, I think. He knows the sound of this car.
Well, it's nice and warm in here, isn't it? Got it good and preheated.
Yeah. I don't even need my heat seater.
Your cedar heat?
My heat seater.
Oh, what a sunrise.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
1,000 feet, turn left onto Crawley Lane.
Okay, that's what we'll do. Ooh. I tell you, we packed a lot of stuff into the car and there's still a lot of room. Haven't put anything in the
I was
front.
just say, is there anything in the front?
No, and the back seat is pretty wide open
Never
too.
be out of work. Do you see the sun through the trees?
Yeah, right through the trees.
Pretty.
So everybody, what we're planning to do today is to make a first stop at the Tesla Supercharger in Knoxville, Tennessee. We've been there a couple of times before. And then we'll head on down to Ackworth, Georgia, and finally to Tifton, Georgia tonight. And we're going to be staying over at a hotel. Then we'll complete the journey tomorrow down to Fort Myers Beach. And I cannot wait.
We're leaving central Kentucky into Tennessee soon.
Well, 3 hours from now.
Yeah, well, that's soon.
That's soon,
That's
yeah.
soon on a 17-hour drive.
It is. That's
Yeah,
soon.
that's
It's a
soon.
17-hour
So
drive.
we've just seen our Kentucky finest. Thank you guys for working through the COVID. And if you haven't been to Kentucky, you should come. It's a beautiful state. It's winters right now, so we don't have our trees all in their festive spring or summer bloom. But there's a lot of fun things to do in Kentucky. We have a lot of fantastic lakes and state parks. We have the Bourbon Trail, which is an interesting tour if you like that. But Central Kentucky is a great place to visit.
And
So
lots
lots
of horses too.
Lots of horses.
Horse capital of the world.
We live in Lexington and love Lexington and the horse fences, and we love other people's horses.
The best horses you can have are other people's horses. And you've got a couple, don't you?
I do. I have 2 ponies, 2 paints, and a pony in a paddock on our street. And I go and talk to them, and they talk to me, and I enjoy them.
Wait. They talk to you?
Well, in horse talk.
In horse talk,
Yeah,
okay.
It's just like physical about how they move their heads and stuff.
I got
But the good news is that someone else takes care of them
and
feeds
pays for them.
and pays for the vet bills and pays for the farrier bills and pays for feeding them and picks up their poop, which is prolific. And I don't have to do that, so they're the best horses to have.
Now wait a minute. Now we've got 2 dogs whose poop is pretty prolific.
Yes, we do. But we have a big yard, so just pretend like it doesn't exist. Although once in a while.
Until we start stepping into
Right.
it, and then we have to go get the scooper.
We have to get the pink pooper scooper.
Unfortunately, our doggies were not able to come with us on this trip because well, one of them whines.
Yeah.
Cali girl.
Yeah.
And the other one sheds.
Yeah.
He is like a shedding factory, that dog.
We have to vacuum every day.
But
I just don't, I really admire Kyle and Alyssa for taking on Out of Spec. I admire them for taking their dogs everywhere. Because we have dogs just like them. We have an English Golden Retriever, and his name is Jaluin, and he's just like, what's their dog, Elsie? Ellie. She's just like Ellie. And then our other dog is a Heeler Australian cattle dog mix. So she's high strung like their other dog. Really? sooner than
Blue, yeah, is it?
So our Callie girl is a lot like Blue, but Callie doesn't like to be in the car, and so she whines, and that's no fun. We have Sarah and Scott who take amazing care of them, and they love Sarah and Scott. They're so excited when we get there. They jump out of the truck.
Jump out of the truck and into their arms.
Run to their arms.
So like, save us from these two people we live with.
Yeah, so they're very, very safe and happy with Sarah and Scott. Thank you, Sarah and Scott. And we are very happy that they're happy and not in the truck. Or in the car.
In the car, yes.
They haven't been in this car yet. We're not sure we want to introduce their hair to this car, so
We need to carry multiple vacuums with us if we carry them along.
we haven't even eaten in this car.
We have not.
We've not. So yeah, we really like our ass. So we're not sure we're going to introduce food nor dogs to our environment.
But we are going to stop at the Chick-fil-A at the Knoxville Supercharger, aren't we?
We are, but we're going to eat outside. That's okay. We can just stretch our legs by
So here we are in Tennessee.
500 feet, turn right to take the Interstate 75 South ramp.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Is this a parking spot right here? Let's go right here.
State trooper there.
Well, look who's coming along the way here at the Tennessee Welcome Center. It's amazing the people you meet at places like this.
This is the nicest rest area, and the people inside, there's staff, and it's beautiful, and lots of literature about Tennessee. There's a vending building and picnics and a little trail to hike. Very, very nice rest area on 75 from Kentucky into Tennessee. Make sure you stop, and clean bathrooms.
So we had a nice stop at the Tennessee Welcome Center. Jane approves
I do.
and recommends it.
I do.
Now we just have to figure out how to get out of here. And away we go. In fact, they've got some snow up here. See it up in the tree line there?
And there too.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, the trucks are always a challenge in this area. So they're trying to do the best they can to conserve fuel as well and get their rigs up and down.
It's not easy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Look how dark it got in the shadow of this mountain now, huh?
Still have 4 bars of 5G though.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. See you later, buddy. Good job. Wow, look at this. Fog. Snow fog, I think, huh?
Yeah, it's cool. Oh, look. The clouds in the mountains over there.
That's really pretty.
Yeah. Just a little patch. Okay, so to see that, I push this to see that graph.
Yeah? No, it's this one. Energy.
Just seeing if we're going to get some more back as we go downhill here. Not yet.
We don't have it. We just hit the worst part of the thing in terms of climbing.
Temperature and wind. Okay, we are in Knoxville, headed to the charging
Now
station.
turn right onto Parkside Drive.
which we've been to a few times already, because we've been down to Knoxville to see friends and also for some other reasons. So we've been here a couple of times and are very familiar, but we're kind of surprised to see the beautiful snow on the trees here.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Look at this.
It's more of a winter wonderland 3 hours south of Lexington than it is. You can see the beautiful trees. And Martin's driving.
It's me.
I may have a chance later to do that.
My gosh, look at this place.
I think our plan for a Chick-fil-A picnic is probably
not
out.
Yeah.
We're probably going to want to go into a restaurant because it's cold
In
outside
1,000
and wet.
feet, turn left. In 500 feet,
there's a
you will
Tesla right
arrive at
there.
your destination.
There's a Tesla right behind us.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to the charging stations there.
Wow. We're doing a little bit of business today.
Yeah, we've
too,
got a couple
huh?
of Teslas already there. So, oh wow, 3.
Yeah. Let's go
Okay.
down.
Wow, busy little station this morning.
Go down to the end there.
I think we're going to O'Charlie's for lunch
I think that's exactly what we're doing.
because it's too cold to eat outside. Okay, so very busy station here. We're going to pull into 1B, which is shared with the reserve parking for the disabled. So we'll charge up here and have some lunch and move on along our way. All right, off to lunch.
To lunch. Well, after a nice lunch at O'Charlie's and a charge into our battery, we are ready to take up the next leg of our trip here from Knoxville, Tennessee down to Ackworth, Georgia.
Now turn left onto Parkside Drive.
We got Jane at the helm now, so
Yikes!
this ought to be interesting.
Yikes! Be very afraid. But I can't be a speed demon because we have to save battery. Okay, this is a very
It's
not...
going to be okay out there. Go ahead.
Is it good?
Yep, it's fine. And you'll want to get your right lane. Okay, so here we go on Parkside Drive. This is unbelievable, the ice in the trees, and
Yeah.
it's just really very, very beautiful. Anyways, what did you have for lunch?
I had the Southern chicken salad, sans cheddar cheese and mustard dressing with blue cheese and blue cheese dressing. It was very good. And unsweet iced tea with extra lemon.
Well, you put them through their paces, that's for sure. I had a Nashville hot chicken sandwich, and with spicy French fries and a Diet Coke. That was very good.
Our waitress was very good.
She was very nice.
Please support the wait staff in the restaurants in your community as they are really struggling with the COVID, and they're all being very adaptive, but still it's been hard on a lot of people's budgets. So please support your local restaurants as well as the chains.
Yeah.
Oops. I slowed down for the red light to turn green, and it turned green and then red. Again. Can't.
This is a good time for a lesson in regenerative braking.
Yes.
That in Teslas you have the choice of having a thing called regenerative braking, which is basically when you take your foot off the accelerator, there is a braking mechanism that takes over, slows the car down, and actually puts energy back into the battery. So you can be driving along and get a red light up ahead and take your foot off the accelerator. And the regenerative braking will actually bring you to a complete halt, so long as you time it correctly.
Right.
Now, if you're going 55 miles an hour and you've got to stop in 100 feet, that may not work. In fact, I'm pretty sure it won't work.
It won't work. But there's said that your brakes can last 8 years on a Tesla.
That sure would be nice.
If you use a regenerative brake system, you don't wear them
In
out.
500 feet, turn right onto North Campbell Station Road.
It takes some practice. Martin's very good at it. I'm still learning how to get good at it.
Now turn right onto North Campbell Station Road.
When people are factoring in, and you're going to want your left lane. When people are factoring in like the cost of purchasing a Tesla, you need to keep in mind that there's virtually no maintenance at all. There are no oil changes. Brakes are going to last a very, very long time if you use regenerative braking. There aren't any belts and spark plugs or any of that
In
kind of
500
thing.
feet,
So
turn
there's
left
very
to take
little
the
that can
Interstate
go
40
wrong,
west,
although there are some
Interstate
issues that
75
come along
south ramp toward
with Teslas,
Nashville.
as with any car. But hopefully the cost of maintenance will be very low over the life of the car. And right up there is the hotel where we took the Tesla test drive. You remember that from the very first time? Yeah.
Yeah, Britton, you and me. Uh-oh, looks like somebody slid off here. Yeah, Tesla, because they don't have a lot of dealerships, right? The dealers will actually get together and meet somewhere where you can test drive. So, for instance, the Nashville and the Atlanta Tesla dealers came to Knoxville with a fleet of cars, and you could drive. You made an appointment, and you could drive those cars to figure out which one you want. And that's when we ordered our S in Knoxville, actually. But we picked it up in Cincinnati, which is the closest dealer to us in Lexington.
This was very easy. We sat down at a table with a fellow who brought us through the few options that were available on the Model S. We chose what we wanted, and we gave him a $100 deposit. And that started the process. Okay, we're leaving Ackworth, Georgia for our last stop for the day. We should get in there in 3 hours and 15 minutes. What a fantastic surprise here in Warner Robins, Georgia. It's Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's, a Texas tradition that now is, I guess, going across the southeast. It's an adventure, folks. If you've not been in a Buc-ee's and you go by one, you need to stop.
And it's kind of crazy, too, pulling into a place where they have possibly 100 gas pumps in an electric vehicle. So, and who knows whether they have EV charging, but we don't need any.
Now they're right to stay on
we just
Russell
need to
Parkway.
go into Buc-ee's and buy something.
Fudge.
Now your destination is on the right.
We're gonna buy fudge. It's really good here. Check it out.
Would
people.
you look
Can
at
you
this
believe
place?
this? All fossil fuel focused, but we still like Buc-ee's.
And if you like these gas pumps, you should see the bathrooms.
Made for the traveler.
Clean and beautiful, and many, many, many of them. Got more gas up here.
It's like 2 city blocks, or maybe 3 city blocks. There are no
235, 236, the number of pumps. Pump 239, 40, oh my gosh. Over 240 gas pumps.
I don't see an electric hookup though.
Yeah, right over there.
Is there really?
Does that look like electric? Or is that doggy?
That's
oh.
pooper scoop. That's pooper scoop.
Well, you can put that in your car too, but
Yeah.
it just won't run very far.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm not kidding about how wonderful Buc-ee's is. This, every stall is like this. Clean. And everything, the sink is touch-free. Go Buc-ee's, thank you.
So we're about 30 minutes away from our destination in Tifton, Georgia. And so far it's been a pretty easy ride, except for the cities. Chattanooga was a little difficult, and Atlanta was Atlanta. But everything else has been real smooth, easy peasy, and cars performed well. Autopilot has been wonderful, I think. Jane may disagree.
I just don't know how to use it. I don't disagree. I just don't. I have not used it yet.
But
I'm still
anyways,
a learning curve.
it's been a good trip, and the big surprise was running into Buc-ee's. I don't recall Buc-ee's being here in Georgia, but that was quite something, with over 240 gas pumps, and what an operation! Just absolutely fantastic. So, anyways, what's that? Applebee's too.
45 degrees now. I'm only going to take up my purse, computer bag, and my little bag of stuff. I'm not taking up my suitcase.
Looks like they're pretty busy.
It does look like they're busy. Everybody's going to Florida.
Well, good morning, everybody. We are backing out of our parking space at the Hampton Inn in Tilton, Georgia. Tifton, Georgia, sorry. We had a very nice night's sleep. Had a little supper over at the Cracker Barrel right next door. This is really a good Hampton Inn and Suites, though. They have an afternoon happy hour with complimentary hors d'oeuvres and beer and wine and stuff like that, and that makes us very happy. So we've just had a little bit of breakfast, and we're getting back on the road now for Fort Myers, Florida. And we're going to be there in about, I don't know, a long while.
Well, I think I have my contacts in the wrong eye.
You what?
I have my contacts in the wrong eye. I have my one for distance in my reading eye and my one for reading in my distance eye. I was wondering why I was not able to read the signs too well.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I'm amazed that we're still alive here.
I know. We still have another hour before we get to the Supercharger, so
If you put your
stay alert, Jane.
if you put your contacts in the opposite eyes, does that make you go in the opposite direction?
No, it still goes forward, but it goes forward in a bit of a blur. I was like, why are my eyes not right? And I just realized, you know, I think they're in the wrong eye.
I'm telling you.
I'll fix that at the next time.
Here we are, coming into the state of Florida. Ta-da! That is one busy Supercharger.
My gosh. At one point we had just 2 slots open.
Yeah.
Total.
Well, that's why they limit the charging to 80%. Well, we're sitting in the drive-through lane at the local McDonald's. We've just pulled out of the Supercharger station at Gainesville, Florida. What a great experience. A busy, busy Supercharger. Met a number of people, a fellow by the name of Joel, who's driving a 2019 Model S, and a woman named Connie, who's driving a Model 3, and had a great conversation with them about Teslas and about all sorts of things. Jane was able to walk over to the Starbucks, which was just about right next door, and get herself a couple of beverages. What did you get, actually?
I got a grande 3-shot latte, whole milk, hot, and I got an iced tea, no water and no syrup.
Nice. And I am going to get myself a large Diet Coke here at McDonald's. So
we are not a family that drinks together.
no, we don't.
We do not drink the same thing at all.
We don't, but anyways, we both drink anyways.
Hidden in there.
This is one big swamp.
Yeah.
It's probably not called a swamp though. It's probably a preserve of some kind.
Let's see if we can see a sign of what it is.
Well, anyways, it says we have 264 miles to go and 4 hours and 8 minutes. We are going to stop at the Supercharger in Sarasota and get us a charge to bring us into Fort Myers. But that won't have to be a very long stop. And my impression of stopping to charge is that it's really not tedious at all.
No.
You know, you were able to go over to Starbucks, and I was able to have a good conversation. And last night we watched a YouTube video while we were charging about airplanes, and yeah, that was just really nice. So we're thinking about going to Wright's in Tampa.
Wright's Gourmet House.
Wright's
Tampa,
Gourmet
Florida,
House.
Dale Mabry.
Okay.
Great place. Salads, sandwiches, sweets. Amazing. It's a legend there. They just like tripled in size their asset. It's a one-stop shop. It's a family business, and there's only one of them, and it's fantastic.
Okay. Well, what are some of the things on the menu?
Well, the Deli Salads. Let's see, there's a whole page of salads like fruit salad, dill potato, broccoli and peanut salad, veggie salad, pesto salad, style potato salad, Greek potato salad, coleslaw, turkey and pecan, and tuna salad. And
Okay, let's get to the food.
World famous sandwiches. There's a beef martin. You may want this.
Oh, is there really?
Rare roast beef, mushrooms marinated in white wine, and crisp bacon slices with our own garlic and herb spread on buttercrust white bread. In 1976, my grandmother and my sister Mindy created this delicious sandwich, widely imitated our beef. Oh, it's a beef martini. I'm sorry, not Martin sandwich. Could not be duplicated. And there's also a turkey martini if you don't want the beef. There's a roast beef, there's a grilled Reuben, there's a hot corned beef, there's hot pastrami, there's a New York griddle, there's a turkey breast sandwich, a club, a turkey club, a Monte Cristo, and the Paris, which is a turkey breast brie and fresh apple slices, California Reuben, a turkey Reuben, then both of those
all right,
are
well,
grilled.
just, you mentioned the word Reuben, and you
You're
had me right there.
Okay.
I'm in, yeah.
Yeah, they're big on Reubens. I think they have 3 Reubens on their restaurant. They at least have 2, I think. They also have cake slices. The Alpine cake is one of their most famous, which is yellow cake with chocolate frosting and white chocolate shavings on top. They have a Hawaiian princess cake, a carrot cake. I love the carrot cake. The lemon cake, it's pretty good. The rum cake, my parents love. Then there's a chocolate cake, a red velvet cake, a strawberry cake, a hummingbird cake, and a peppermint chocolate cake.
Okay. I'm sticking with a Reuben.
Okay. I think it's a great place.
Starting to drool.
It's 1 minute from my sister's house.
Well, how about that?
Should we?
Want to call her and tell her to meet us?
Should we?
Go on.
Let's do that. She'll crack up. What time will we be there? Do you have a time?
We will be there at 1:11.
I should check this out. What are you doing? And are you at home? Do you have time for lunch at Wright's in an hour? We're gonna come to Wright's at 1:11. Can you meet us there? At 1 o'clock? Our GPS says we'll be there at 1:11. All right, I'll see you in an hour. 1 o'clock or between 1 and 1:10. All right, I love you. Bye. She's screaming, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. She's on the
Anyways, turning slow.
I guess we're smiling. We are smiling.
Mexico.
Yeah. Finally.
Yeah. Well, it was worth it to spend the time with your sister, though.
It was. I really appreciate that. I love seeing her.
Now bear left onto
Updating
Old San
her.
Carlos Boulevard.
Look at how cute all this is. Cold Stone Creamery. Can't go wrong there.
Oh, I'm liking this place already.
Yeah. It's very cute. Very walky. Obviously, you can walk everywhere. Beach volleyball.
Almost at the end of our journey for the last 2 days. Just coming into Fort Myers Beach and looking for our little place.
Look at that lighthouse thing. Well, it's not desolate. There's lots of people here.